to film this real quick before I forget while it's on my mind. Let me just sit up here. Okay. I'm in my daughter's room because I'm about to just get ready to redecorate it with her farewell. But I know some of the people who have the same experience with me will get triggered and upset that I'm talking about this, and maybe they think I'm exploiting it for attention or grab. So honestly, anyone who's been following me knows that I literally just post whatever the hell I want to when I want to, and it's usually by whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Like, my page is very authentic, very unaesthetic, like no niche. I like to call it niche because it just sounds fancier, okay? No niche. And I was just feeling that in the moment. I can't remember. I think what triggered it is I saw so every time I see someone like whispering, or they like see me and then turn around and start like whispering to someone, even if they're not talking about me, it just triggers this thing in me, like, okay, there they go talking about me again, because like it's just always been that way from very young age. Like, I've just, for some reason, I've always been a target in people's eye, like. And so that's why I said that about the preschool, because like from a very young age, people will just like pointed at me and I'm like, no, I don't like you, you suck, we hate you type shit. So, and then like to go home and experience that type of stuff really just like it just does something to you. I mean, I'm at a young age. I was very young. Sorry, just let me get my mind together again, because I've kind of disassociated and kind of lost track of mind. I think I am going to keep this in there because I just want to show the effects and just like, it can just be real. Anyways, so that's what triggered it all, because I dropped my daughter off at cheer camp for the first day, and some of the moms I went to school with, and you know, they don't have the best for. I'm not saying that the one in particular that I saw, but like a lot of cheerleaders and people that are like popular don't really have the best image about themselves, you know. So even though they may have not been talking about me, someone like was walking my way, turned around, and then said something in a whisper, you know. So I kind of just like got triggered, but I was like, you know, whatever. I just had to talk myself down. And once I trigger myself, or something triggers me, in order for me to not like let it dwell and let it fester into something bigger, I have to like kind of weave my way through it and understand how and why I need to like just let it go. So yeah, I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, I can't really change people's opinions of me. And then that's when I started thinking about like when I was younger. I was like, okay, it's always happened, like it's nothing new, like you're a big girl now, you're big age 32, like get over it, like who cares? But it still does like bring something in you. But after I felt the emotions, and after I kind of like, after I posted it, I cried for a little bit. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Like, this is good. Like, this is good that I'm like releasing it right now. That way, when I go see my daughter's, you know, performance after cheer camp, I'm in a better state. And I was like in a really better state. And I am such, I love seeing little girls in her essence, you know. I love to see that innocence and when they're like really having fun, because like even though it happened to me as a little kid, what's beautiful about it is I would leave the bathroom and it was like, yes, it like kind of lingered, but like when I went out and played and when I was somewhere around my, you know, cats or animals, like I felt good. Like I can't even describe it. Like it's that kid innocence, it's that kid magic, you know. It's like something really terrible can happen to you and you just and it's like, okay, off the skip. You know, like it's so interesting. And for me, I found that my depression and anxiety was always kind of like underlining, but I never understood it as a kid. I just always kind of felt it through art, and expressing my feelings through it. And it didn't really hit me until like middle school, when I had my quinceañera. You know, they make it a big deal, like, oh, you're turning into a woman now. And like when someone said that, I was just like, well, what kind of woman am I? I was such as a child, you know, like who would want a woman like? But you are worthy and someone wants you out there. I don't know. In the future, you know, someone is gonna want me, like broken and all, but not really broken, because like every day I build the pieces back together, and that's such a wonderful thing that I am so proud of myself about. Like a butterfly confirmation, like I kind of just like float through it, you know. And maybe not everyone is like that. Like for some reason I've always been like a little warrior. Oh, bugger. And maybe it's my 1% Amazonian genes, you know. I'm 1% Amazonian. It explains my big feet, but also maybe it explains, and also, you know, Native American also too as well. You know, we can't like, I am mostly Native American. I'm talking about like Jeanette. I did the 23andMe thing. If you do want to know my full list, I'll talk about it later. Just, I don't care. But anyway, so I've always been like, I've always been just as strong, because I've been weak, and I am really weak sometimes, you guys. Sometimes I'm ashamed of how weak I am, but like, just like knowing that, like, I'm also really proud of how strong I am. Like, I am really strong. And I don't want to cut this out, but I probably like so. And I can't keep this video for too long. Like, I need to clear out this stuff before her grandmother gets here. But anyways, yes, I don't mean to like trigger anyone or anything. Like, the reason I talk about it is because like I think about the kids that were also abused by the same person, and I just wonder if they're okay. And I spoke out, and I put him in jail. Last year he had a trial for his parole. Everything went good. He got put back in for another 7 years, and like when I tell you everything was against us, like he's so old now, and he's taking all the classes and passed all of them. He has like so many certificates. But words are power, and words really do something, and I am a strong believer in that. Like I love reading. Like when I was a little girl, like I just got lost in books. I don't read as much as I used to, but like words and music, poems, lyrics, like plays, like movies, like words just move you, you know, and I know the power of words. So I went in and I said what I said, and it was so long. Like, the interpreter had to take a break because it was just so overwhelmed. And I did apologize about that because, like, I know that's hard for anyone. If you're an interpreter, like, kudos to you, because like, I have to, like, listen and repeat someone's story as and like that, what is it, first person, like, I can't even imagine, like, the stories you hear and, like, how that, like holds on to you. Okay, anyways, so apparently we touched the people, and I say we, like, it was me and another person, and I'm not to disclose who it was. But we had moved them enough for it not to just get a 4-year pushback probation, but like a 7-year in California. That's a big thing, I think. And for those who can't speak up, like, I do feel for them, because again, not everyone can. Everyone's journey is different. Some people could be in danger if they spoke up. Some people could really mentally break down if they spoke up. Like, everyone is different, you know? So, like, how do I say this without being like I want to say, like, I speak for those who can't speak, like the Lorax, like, I speak for the trees, but I don't speak for anyone. I just want people to know that they're seen and their worth and their value, and to keep pushing. Like, if they see my story and they know, like, you can keep pushing, because the story is much deeper, and I can't get into it right now. Like, there's been trial after trial after trial in each and every era of my life since my first memories. And I feel like I finally got to a place where, like, you know, like, finally. And even then, I'm still like, sometimes I feel like I can't, but I know I can. Like, I know I can. I have to remind myself it's a constant battle within yourself. But I want to help in some capacity the people who have been affected by it. And that's why when I was like 18, I had decided, you know, I started to, like, realize my beauty at 18 and started to gain confidence. And I was like, and that was purely because of watching YouTube videos, like makeup YouTube videos, you know. It sparked something in me. It was, don't underestimate yourself. Like, even if you have like 5 views, you do not know who you're affecting. Anyways, but like, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into aesthetics, because I did cosmetology in high school. I do not like it. You can have hair. Like, I love people who have, like, the skills, but, like, hair was not my forte, honey. So anyways, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in aesthetics, like skincare, makeup, waxing, love, you know. So I went to Atlanta and I did it, and I was gonna, like, I had a vision of, like, having a little boutique, like a skin boutique in a lower income area, or, like, I don't know, for girls who, like, I don't know, for just younger. Even if it wasn't, I just wanted to make people feel beautiful and feel worth it, and have them understand that beauty is from the inside out. You have to work on the inside in order for it to project out. There are the most beautiful people out there that are just so ugly. Because of the way they act. Did ask. So that's the reason why I became an esthetician. And what's crazy about that is, like, at the time, like, I loved it. I was so great, you know, and my teachers saw potential in me, but they could also see that, like, I didn't have a drive, because I didn't. Like, I had the passion, but I didn't have the drive. So after I graduated, things went down with my roommate, and I had to move back to my hometown, and I got into like a huge deep depression. I didn't want to do anything. So like, some months went by, and like, my mom was like, you need to get a job and get the fuck out of here, you know, like, type of shit. And so I was like, okay. So I went to go get a job at waitressing, because that's what I did in Atlanta, waitress, and that's just what I fell into, you know. So, and then I started working at this one place where I met my daughter's father, and you know, this was like a love that I felt like I've known him for so long, this and da 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 da, and I always wanted that, like, affection and like that attention from a man. And honestly, like, a little bit, I was also very hypersexual as well. Like, so my thing was like, okay, you get them by this, and then you got them for life. So he was my everything. Like, I had made him like my everything, but also, like, when you're in that type of relationship, like, you just feel so good, like, especially when they're love bombing you and everything like that, it kind of gives you confidence. So I quit my job, and I got the courage to finally, you know, get into my position. So I got a job at the spa. I was working reception and in the room, because I wanted to learn both, because again, like, my mindset is like, okay, I'm gonna have a business, right? Like, and I get emotional when I talk about it, because like, I started it, like, I did a makeup thing, and I did clients, and it was amazing, but like, I just, again, I didn't have the courage, the confidence, the drive to keep on going with it. And so anyway, so in esthetician world, right, I'm doing it, people love me, I have returning clients, like, getting prizes, you know, like, anyways, so, and I'm also getting commission from the front, retail, hell yeah, commission from the back, like, yes. Anyway, so yes, so I found out I was cheated on, boom, world shut down, quit my job, no notice, just left. Made him my everything. Ladies, if he takes away your shine, you're not gonna find it back in him. Years later, still waitressing, let my license expire, have a kid, he's still cheating. Leave him. I think that's where I'm gonna stop with the story, because it's a whirlwind after that. Like, again, like I say, like, I've been through trauma, like, in each and every part of my each season of my life. There's something, but has always made me stronger. Always made me stronger. So I hope that I'm not triggering a negative effect in you with my story. I really just want to help others get through theirs, and that's always been my mission. And for them to find that spark within themselves that was taken away. All right, let me get back to this. And again, I'm not gonna cut it, I'm just gonna post it. Love y'all. Bye.